Good evening to all. My name is Ramamurthy. My topic is assessing online e-marketing disposal vis-a-vis e-procurement system in public sector enterprises with respect to Indian Railways and NLC Limited. First one, abstract. Introduction to e-marketing and e-procurement. Second one, review of literature, e-marketing and e-procurement. Third one, need for the study, objectives and preposition. Fourth one, research design. Fifth one, description of scale measuring. Sixth one, pilot study for e-marketing and e-procurement. Seventh one, limitation of basic research. And finally, finding and conclusion. Introduction. E-marketing. E-auction system of sale is a convenient method of selling any product through a net-based online system in which transparency and secrecy are ensured apart from wider participation. E-marketing means using digital technology to help to sell goods and services. E-marketing function per se is undergoing a shift in managing transactions in transparent way, especially the public sector undertaking. In the traditional work action system, the buyer and the seller have power to negotiate the price in a basic sales. E-procurement or e-tender. E-procurement or electronic procurement is an automated internet-based way for a company to purchase the goods and services in need to conduct a business. E-procurement is collaborative procurement of goods, work and service using electronic method. In every stage for bringing efficiency and transparency. E-procurement allows organization to conduct the purchasing process over internet without use of paper. However, in the present study, the definition of e-procurement is in line with the study of vogue et al., whom defined procurement as use of information technology to facilitate business-to-business purchase transaction for the material and the services. Review of literature. In this section, researcher has reviewed as the literature related to e-marketing assessment, e-procurement and the other dimension. The e-marketing and the dimension, that is EM process, EM system, EP process, EP system, transparent into process, encouraging wider participation, improving bid price, knowledge of bidder win or lose, time savings. E-action notice, e-advertisement, payment and delivery and bidding have been reviewed from the existing literature. Next one, need for study. It was evident that there were several functions emerging in the process of e-marketing and e-procurement, very specifically the process of e-auction and e-tender in order to encouraging participation as well as pricing bid. The reserve price and guide price, seller characteristics and final bid price was various dimensions to understand the effect of e-auction and e-procurement system. The information to the seller and buyer and the product have been considered to be essential aspect a competitive system in transparent manner. Hence, researcher has attempted to study the unique characteristic feature of e-marketing vis-a-vis e-procurement with view of identity, similar and dissimilar function. Research objectives. The evaluation of e-marketing system on e-auction offering, e-auction price, bidding, payment and delivery in NLC Limited vis-a-vis e-procurement system on e-tender offering, e-tender notice, e-tender advertisement, bidding in Indian Railways. The assess the e-marketing vis-a-vis e-procurement on it is transparent process, wider participation, competitive bid prices, bidder feeling of winner or lose, and time savings in NLC Limited and Indian Railways. Research proposition. In e-marketing system on e-auction offering, e-auction notice, e-bidding, buyer payment vis-a-vis e-procurement system on e-tender offering, notice, e-tender advertisement, e-tender buyer or supplier organization, experience and number of branches in public sector undertaking organization. The e-marketing system on e-auction offering, e-auction notice, e-bidding, buyer payment, vis-a-vis, e-procurement on e-tender offering, e-tender notice, e-tender advertisement, e-bidding have positive relationship with the transparent process, wider participation, competitive bid prices, winner or lose, time savings among the buyer and suppliers in the public sector organization. Next one, research methodology. It is understood that process in vogue and therefore it is imperative to use descriptive method of study. This study aimed at covering all method of e-auction and e-tender to assess the characteristics feature in all objectives set of the purpose of the study. Proportionate method of stratified and random sample used to identify the bidder and supplier in the process of marketing through e-auction and procurement through e-tender. Initially, in the preliminary stage, 22 number of sample bids for the both buyer and supplier were selected to understand the interfaces to process. Based on the outcome of preliminary study and reported stratified 200 and number of size of the sample was decided with 100 each for e-marketing and e-procurement. The essence of e-auction and e-tender performance are given for the purpose of confirming the scope or conducting the research to mean future with the two public sector undertaking. Research design. This study is proposed under descriptive design and imperative to use design of research for the similar process as a competitive assessment. The survey has been conducted for the buyer of Naval Lignite Corporation Limited and the supplier of Indian Railways, that means Integral Coach Factory. The study has been designed based on the e-marketing and the e-procurement scale designed by researcher. The independent variable identified for the study are nature of organization, experience of organization, number of branches, participation in e-auction, experience, e-marketing and superior product. E-marketing in NLC such as raw lignite, ball clay, scrap and material source by Indian Railways such as metal, wood and other. Stockholder participation, e-auction or e-procurement. The profile variable identify the for study identity name, age, education qualification, position or destination in the name of the organization. The profile of the stockholder, buyer or supplier has been studied on the nature of organization, experience in the online process and the number of branches. Description of measurement scale. E-marketing assessment scale comprises of 4 e-marketing mix component and 5 evaluation factor. E-auction tender notice 11 item, e-auction advertisement 4 item, bidding 2 item, payment and delivery 4 item. As e-marketing mix component and transparency 5 item, participation 2 item, bid price 1 item, bidder feeling win or lose 1 item and time saving 5 items are assessment factor. The respondent for the scale have been extracted they neither agree nor disagree in 3 scale, agree 4 and strongly agree 5 from the pre-test studied. The pre-test studied have been proposed with 86 item with 5-point Likert scale originally, but the observed my results indicated only respondents for 3, 4 and 5. The range of the score variance of 105 of minimum score and 175 of maximum score as a e-marketing system assessment. The reliability score of the scale 0.483 for 35 items. E-procurement assessment scale comprised of 3 e-procurement mix component and 5 evaluation factor. E-tender notice 11 item, E-tender advertisement 4 item, bidding 1 item, mixed compound and transparency 2 item, participation 1 item, bid price 2 item, bidder feeling 1 item, and time saving 4 item. Their assessment factor. The respondent for the scale have been extracted neither agree nor disagree 3 score, agree 4 score, and strongly agree 5 score. From the pre-test have been proposed with 86 item with 5-point Likert scale originally, but the observed my result indicated only respondent 3, 4, and 5. The range of score varies from 78 of minimum score and 130 of maximum score on E-Procurement system assessment. The reliability score for the scale 0.486 for 26 item. Next one, sampling. In order to establish the sample size, probability stratified random sampling has been used. The total population of suppliers in 175 out of which is a sample of 100 respondent has been chosen using Scarper formula. The population of buyer is 2662 out of which 100 were selected sample size using Scarper's formula. The whole population has been divided into strata using Kauffman formula. And the procedure were firstly stratification and sample stratification, and the simple random sampling is known as the stratified random sampling. The sample size decided using the formula based on the cost of sample, where they selected the final statement based on the mean value and standard deviation and standard means error. Based on the mean value of above 4.00 and standard error mean which is below 0.285, 26 statement of main variable in Indian Railways, and mean value for standard error below 0.304, 35 statement of main statement variable of assessment Neyveli Lignite Corporation buyer. The sample size of 200 has been used by the researcher through his study. Statistical tool. The researcher has adapted relevant statistical tool for analyzing data. The tool used to analyzing data set were ANOVA, cross tabulation, size square test, correlation, factor analysis. Next one, pilot study for NLC. E-action notice, E-action advertisement, bidding, payment and delivery, transparency, encouraging wider participation, improving bid price, bidder win or lose, time saving has been studied using 3-point scale uncut from the neutral to strongly agree. The data has been collected for all 9 variables included for this study. In order to test the randomness of data, run test has been carried out. The level of measurement for the checking the randomness has been kept as a mode, median and mean. The table shows significant level is more than 0.05, which means the occurrence of run it is not a random at all 3 measurement of the median, mean and mode. However, encouraging participation, significant value 0.187 median, improving bid price significant 0.34 mean and transparency significant 0.253 mode have been noticed in the study with a slightly randomness. Pilot study for Indian Railways. E-action notice, E-action tender advertisement, bidding, transparency, E-action encouraging participation, improving bid price, win or lose, time savings has been studied using 3-point scale occurred from the neutral to strongly agree. The data has been collected for all 8 variables included for the study. In order to test randomness of data, run test has been carried out. The level of measurement for the checking the randomness has been kept as a mode, median and mean. The table shows significant level is more than 0.05, which means occurrence of run is not random at median. Mean and mode, however, under advertisement 0.057, bid price 0.080, under median and mean and improving bid prices 0.080, under mode has been observed at exit random at 90% level of confidence. Main study. The study based on stratified random sampling method in selection of buyer and supplier of e-marketing and e-procurement respectively. The simple random sampling method of statistically probability sampling of cost of travel has been occurred in the next stage of identifying sample respondent suppliers and Indian Railways and buyer of Neyveli Lignite Corporation Limited in Tamil Nadu. ANOVA. The analysis of variance test has been done for the e-marketing, EM system and EM process score as well as e-procurement, EP system and EP process based on the independent variables such as the nature of organization, experience of buyer and number of branches. Similarly, the EM system and EM process, EP system and EP process have been assessed for the dimension based on above three independent variable and it is category of buyer. Correlation. The simple correlation analysis have been performed for the e-marketing, EM system and EM process on one side and e-procurement, EP system and EP process on the other side. The test of correlation have been done for system and process of both e-marketing and e-procurement based on the nature of organization, experience and number of branches. Similarly, the test also has been conducted for the evaluation for the correlation between system score and each one of the dimension for process for the both e-marketing and e-procurement. The assessment of e-marketing. In the case of test homogeneity of variance, normality test for trading, resale, new buyer, experience below 10 years and largest buyer above 10 branches as well as ANOVA for number of branches, the result are not significant. In the case of test homogeneity variance, normality test for the trading, resale, new buyer as well as ANOVA for the nature of organization, experience and number of branches, the result are not significant. In the case of test homogeneity of variance, normality test for trading, manufacturing cum trading and resale trading, new buyer have shown the result that not significant. Assessment of e-procurement. In the case of test homogeneity of variance, normality test for metal, new seller and large seller as well as ANOVA for nature of organization and the number of branches have shown the result that not significant. In the case of test homogeneity of variance, normality test for the metal and others, experienced seller as well as ANOVA for nature of organization, experience and the number of branches have been shown the result that not significant. In the case of test homogeneity of variance, normality test for metal, new seller has shown the result as not significant. The correlation between EM system and the EM transparent process has been checked and it has been found that the result is significant for the small buyer who belong to resale, multiple trading, manufacturing cum trading, experience, new buyer and large buyer have been shown the result are not significant. Correlation between EM system and EM process of encouraging wider participation has been checked and it has been found that the result is significant for resale, multiple trading and experienced buyer who are under the profile of manufacturing cum trading, experience, new seller and large buyer have shown the result are not significant. Correlation between EM system and EM process of improving bid price, has been checked and it has been found out that result are significant for multiple trading. Buyer who belongs to trading, manufacturing cum trading, resale, new experience and small as well as large buyer have been shown result are not significant. Correlation between EM system and EM process of knowledge, bidder win or lose has been checked and it has been found out that result are significant for resale, multiple trading, new experience as well as small buyer. Buyer who belongs to trading, manufacturing cum trading and large buyer have shown the result are not significant. Next, correlation between EM system and EM process to time saving has been checked and has been found out result are significant for trading, resale, multiple trading, new experience buyer and small large buyer. While as manufacturing cum trading category of buyer has shown the result that are not significant. Correlation between EP system and transparent process has been checked and it has been found out that the result are significant for wood and new experience buyer. Buyer who belongs to metal and other experience seller, small and large seller shown the result that are not significant. Correlation between EP system and encouraging wider participation has been checked in the it has been found out that result are significant for new as well as large seller. Buyer who belongs to metal, wood, others, new experience and small seller showed the result are not significant. Correlation between EP system and improving bid prices has been checked and it has been found out that the result is significant for metal, wood and other new experience small and large seller. Correlation between EP system and knowledge of bidder win or lose has been checked and it has been the found out result in significant for metal, wood and new experience small and large seller. Correlation between EP system and time savings has been checked and it has been found out that result is significant for metal, wood, others, new experience, small and large seller. It has been found out nature of organization has shown the insignificant chi-square result with the experience of buyer and the number of branches. Next one, conclusion. E-marketing vis-a-vis e-procurement was assessed based on the opinion of buyer association with NLC and seller participation with Indian Railways integral coach factory. The E-system and E-process of both marketing and procurement function have been viewed positively. There is scope for the improvement in the process of when compared to improving in the system. The implication of E-system as well as E-process to NLC has been observed favorable for the E-action notice, payment and delivery, encouraging wider participation, improving bid prices, knowledge of win or lose. It is prescribed that the group of buyer with large operation may be concentrated for the circulation. Bidding history may be informed the advanced enhanced their bidding competence. It is advantage that almost all buyer category who have gained advantage in the payment and delivery. Further, it is concluded the EMD advance might be decreased for the wider participation of bidder. It is also concluded the small and large buyer categorical might increase the bid price depending on the competitiveness. It is suggested that a buyer suggested by a meeting might increase the knowledge of bidder to manage about the win or lose of bidder. Similarly, the implication of E-system and E-process in Indian Railways has been observed favorable for E-tender notice, transparency in process, improving bid price, and knowledge of manner bidder win or lose status. It is prescribed that a large operation may be concentrated for the circulation of e-tender notice. It is also concluded that the process of might done the transparency, extending the information to bidder. It is viewed that the categorization of the supplier might increase the bid price. It is also prescribed that a meeting for small and large level of seller categories might increase the knowledge of bidder to handle winning or losing the bidder. The dimension of e-process, which was supported by the e-system in part of e-marketing, is could have been reported favorable for manufacturer cum trader, manufacturing multiple trader who have large scale operation with good experience. It is also prescribed that the group of buyer who are as well as accordant with the e-system and other member of in the trading group may be included for the development program in e-marketing system. Finally, scope for the future research. This study has been attempted to assess the e-marketing process and the system for NLC Limited and the e-procurement process and the system for the Indian Railways ICF. The study variables such as e-auction advertisement, transparency process and time savings for e-marketing and e-tender advertisement, bidding price, encouraging wider participation and time savings for the e-procurement that have no significantly result. They are proposed for the procurement that have the study has been attempted to assess the e-marketing process and the system for NLC Limited and the e-procurement process system for the Indian Railways, that means ICF. The study variables such as e-action advertisement, transparency in the process and time savings for e-marketing and e-tender advertisement, bidding price, encouraging wider participation and time savings for the e-procurement that have no significant result for the proposed for the further research. In our study, a pre-study questionnaire was used to collect the data from the respondent, but their scope of assess EM and EP using secondary data either from the online or company source. In addition, the significant role of third-party facilitators like Metal Scrap Trade Corporation (MSTC) and Indian Railways e-procurement system (IREPS) can be studied in order to understand the investment of cooperation and collaboration for the financial and non-financial benefit. As a measure, the process of reserve action, e-marketing and e-procurement can add value to new studies. In essence, the e-action and e-procurement have both winner as well as loser. A study can be made for the bid loser to highlight the reason for losing the bidders. Thank you for your time and support. Thank you.